Let's see. There, and we are live on YouTube and LinkedIn. I am Håkon, also known as M Ancient or Hawk. With me, I have an esteemed guest, Dr. Rajat Sharma, who is the global chairman of an Indian NGO, or global NGO, I should say, called UNACC. Let's start off by explaining what does UNACC mean? Dr. Sharma, you froze a bit. Let me see. Are you still there? Always some technical issues. Dr. Sharma.
Yes, yes.
There you are. Yeah, I asked, what does UNACC mean? Your organization.
Unity of Nations, when we founded in India, and our Prime Minister refusing about the Sustainable Development Goal. So we thought,
Yes.
why not to establish the organization, non-governmental organization. So we have find out the name, the Unity of Nations Action for Climate Change Council. But in that, the climate, that outside climate is not the issue. We want to explore all the people, all the world, that the inside climate of the human being, this is polluted actually.
Hmm.
Inside climate of every human, if change, but change in the weather, lot of change in the human behavior, so that our environment, our Western countries, our development and all. But I thought, when that human being himself can find out the change inside in the heart, and if he will be clean the heart, clean the mind, then everything will be solved. This is the main
Yes.
polluted inside the human.
I understand.
So this is the reason
So,
I feel that everywhere the climate problem is there.
yes.
We made this
So what you
organization the leaders to raise the voice, and today we are successful. We have 250 plus global board members in 156 countries. It means that people understand our voice, and people understand our thought of level, what we want to deliver to the society. He has
Mhm.
got functions, live seminars, live conferences, global conferences. We have almost 300,000 people now as a member who was joined us to see our all the activeness for the environment, for the human climate. They like this.
Yes. What you're saying is that the change starts within. We have to start with a single individual and then move on from there into the outer environment.
Yeah. Yeah, if single individual will be changed, no, if he will change himself, then it will go to the community. It will go to the worldwide. So human being, that we can say one example, plastic bottle. We are using the plastic bottle and throwing the plastic bottle.
Yeah, I see that you get a
It is
comment
not
about the connection not being good. I'm
not
going to
a
move a bit, just a second.
world practical service. It is, yes.
Let's see if I can fix the connection by going out here instead. always when you have a huge house, and it's always a challenge. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, yes.
Might be
That's wonderful.
good, good, good. Uh, okay, yeah, and that is to me that is like the essence of the Indian philosophy. Uh, when you talk about yoga, it all starts within. You have to master your body, your emotions. You have to master. You have to work on your spirituality, your connection with the divine, and then you can start making outer changes. Would you say that's correct? I think we should turn off the
See, if you find
local recording
2000,
music.
yeah, almost 2000 years before, what is the India? How big the India? India was not a country. India was the culture actually. India, we can say that Indian are a Hinduism. Hinduism is not any religion. Hinduism is the culture which has been brought it up to the Europe. I'm talking about 2000 year ago. If you find the India 2000 year before, so Vikrama India was a totally different. We found Rama, Lord Rama, 5000 years before, who given us the justice, equality. They given us the justice and equality. He never think that differences in the humanity. And we got the Lord Krishna is 4000 years before. He fight with the negativity. He fight against the negativity. So India got the
Mm.
Lord Buddha. You know that Gautam Buddha. Many countries the Buddhism. The Lord Buddha has
Siddhartha
been
Gautama.
born in India. So this all kind
Mm.
of leader like Mahatma Gandhi, they all are giving a very big message to the world, the peace, and overall equality matter will only floated from the to maintain our life. Many things are there where people are very happy and happily living in their life because of we found this is in our history. All the peace, prosperity, dignity, everything. As you are asking about the yoga is also 5000 year old history of India. The people is not taking any kind of medicine by the
Mm.
whatever the health issue and all. Yet before.
Yeah, and I've noticed. I've been an ambassador for UNAccc for quite some time. It's a year now or something, and that was.
Little loud,
I,
little loud. Your voice is
yeah, it's what I really like is like the connection between the young and the ancient, the in Indian culture, as you very much rightly say it is, and the SDGs, that we can see that there are so many connections there, and they enhance each other. It's like using the wisdom of the yogis and the gurus, and of course Siddhartha Gautama, and putting it all together. It creates a synergy, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree. I'm thinking I need to.
your connection is stopping your voice.
Is it
Some
stopping? Okay,
disturbance.
I have to go downstairs then, nearer to the router. Just a sec.
Okay.
It's running around with my Mac. That's always something.
Right.
Let's see. I'll go down here. Let me see if it improves now. And I got it. There. Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
It's okay. Good. Yeah, I see the connection should be better. Um, yes. You. Okay. We were talking about how there is a synergy between the Sustainable Development Goals and Indian philosophy. How and to me, as a monk, I'm like placed in two. I'm standing on 2 feet. I'm a sing worship, Christian worship, and a follower of Jesus. At the same time, I'm trained in Tibetan energy healing, and also a lot of other methods who come from your area. And I see that there it's not as if those faiths are fighting. They build upon each other. To me, the Buddha, when he came, he focused on nature, on truly understanding man living in nature, and Christ was more up here, and at the same time very much there, and that is part of what I don't understand in this world. We have religious wars. How can that be when all religions actually talk about love and compassion and being kind to your neighbor? What do you think about that?
Okay. You can see, if you see the Indian history, 5,000 years before history, we
Mm.
Indians are following sustainable development goals. My story, Lord Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel story. They are the big leader in India who are sustain our country by their all these events and all this their discussion, their rules to us. So Lord Rama was gone from India to Sri Lanka to clash the seas. He
Mm.
asking to from sea to give the way to meet my wife Sita at Sri Lanka. But the sea is not giving the way. Then he was angry and he was giving a threatening to the sea. And sea is completely coming outside and praying to Lord Rama. This is one kind of story. Praying to
Mm.
Lord Rama that I am not very much shocked, but I really love your passion to meet your wife. You are giving a threatening to see, like I am like a god. I am very much. You want to meet him. There is passion for your wife. This is our wife. We need our wife ourselves. In our country, Lord Krishna was there, who was fighting with that negative kind of people called
Mm.
Kaurav and Pandav. The Kaurav people, their thought for the right people, their thought is very, very wrong. They fight for the land, they fight for the money. I told you about the Kaurav. But the Pandava side, the Shri Krishna, if you hear the name Shri Krishna with the Pandava side, the positive side, and he fight that very big. We can call it's a historical biggest war, which called Kurukshetra Yudh, Kurukshetra war. He was fight and win over the negativity. Lord Vallabhbhai Patel was Gandhi who given us
Mm.
the freedom with the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He talked for the peace. Our Lord Buddha, he talk about peace. He given a peace peace message to 56 country. That is the reason today 56 country is praying to Lord Buddha, because he only given his message peace and peace only on this earth.
Hmm.
So sustainable development goal 17. This 17 goal has made 20 years before, 30 years before, but the Indian, they are following since 5,000 years before.
Yeah.
That is the reason
Yes.
India is always sustainable. India is always sustained. No other religion is sustained. If we see on the religion side, if we see on the geographical side, every side we will found the India is
Breaking up a bit, Dr. Rajat, at the end, but I think I got the gist of it. What you're saying is that the se-
there is lot of Pakistan we start our side because we believe in peace. Our leader Mahatma Gandhi believe in peace. So
Hmm.
just one minute. So we not like a Russia, Ukraine to fight for the small issue. We believe our world leader, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is very powerful leader now in the world. Entire world is under his support. The entire world is supporting him, but he never threat to Pakistan. He never threat to China because he also believe the brotherhood, the neighbor or brotherhood. We should meet together, we should greet together. He said the war is not solution. He said
Hmm.
if we want to fight, we will fight against poverty, we will fight against hunger. This kind of
Hmm.
message India has given to his neighbor China and Pakistan. That is the reason
Hmm.
we believe our Narendra Modi is most popular prime minister, and he is making the peace between this border area. Otherwise another leader, they can be immediately start the fight. We facing the fight. We know we economically down, we down, our neighbor country down, and other neighbor country down. So in
Hmm.
this special diplomacy of our prime minister, the India is now the fifth largest economy in the world.
Hmm. Yeah, and
That
what
is
you're
the
saying
policy
about
of our country.
that's amazing. And what you're saying is it's so very true, and it also resonates with what it says in the Bible. He who lives by the sword shall die by the sword. And
Yeah.
one thing I've explored is uh, the thought that Jesus Christ, he studied in India. He went to India, studied Buddhism, learned a lot because he was gone from the Bible until he was 32. And I can really see a lot of connections between Siddhartha Gautama and Jesus Christ. I can see that they are so aligned, and I find that it's really good to see because it's these people, these enlightened beings, they have made tremendous changes in the world. They have put their mark on all over the world and given so much hope to so many people. And I really love that. I think that is the currency we really need in the world. That is hope when it comes to the Ukraine situation, what is happening in Afghanistan now, in Iran. It's we need hope, and I think that one thing that can truly give hope is faith. It is necessary faith in
Yes.
the divine, but also faith in our own powers to change our situation. Like you once told me about how you started UNAccc with what was it, $7 or something like that?
Yes. It was even less than that also. The
Hmm.
organization has been set up in very less amount. And
Yeah.
before I was giving my idea to my three friends, and before is going to start, and it was started. I think not even that amount you said, even the 10% of that amount, the UNAccc was
Okay.
started.
Awesome. And now it's a global organization, and you have members all over the world. You talk with prime ministers and everything. It's quite amazing. Who are you, Dr. Rajat? How because it's I know that you have education in working with organizations, but
And one thing I yeah one thing I want to
makes you
yeah yeah
yeah
one thing I
go
want to
ahead.
tell you that we decided we will not take any grant from the government. We never
Mm,
take any kind of donation from the government. We
mm,
have decided to make this self-funded organization. Means if I am earning $1,000 per month, I will be contribute $25 from my income. Like that, we four friends finding another five friends, we nine friends putting $25, $25, $25. Like that,
mm,
almost $225 is there every month. This is our
mm,
capital, and we start our conference and everything, and that is the enough amount for that. And you know very well that this country, even worldwide, COVID is there. So most of the function is coming on the Zoom and Google Meet online. So
mm,
that was very easy for us to explore our voice to worldwide through the online system. But we
mm,
have done more than a 25 function, live function in different state in India, and we are honored more than 400 people, 400 teachers, school and college teachers, for their best performance, which is recommended by the government. We never take any 1 rupee. We never take any 1 rupee to the name of registration, name of event, nothing. We only given priority to the talent and his hard work. We honor them. We also
mm,
honored more than 250 students, school students, for the quality
mm.
education under SDG 4. We honor them
D-
also, and we feeling very
Dr.
proud that
Rajat,
you.
you- this broadcast is about. I want to honor you, okay? Because you tend to step back. This is not about me. This is about the cause or the one who's speaking or whatever. I would like to. I truly. I would like to show who is Rajat, because creating something like this beautiful creation that UNACC is, it takes a lot of work. I mean, I've been
Yes,
chairman of a couple of orgs myself. It's a lot of work. Where do you get the drive? Why? What really made you start something like this?
about me, I can say my child life was very poor. I was born in very poor family. My father was the devotee of one temple. You understand, like church padri. The
Mm,
same, my father is, I can say that is working for the temple, and whatever the earning, like 1 USD, 2 USD, 1 euro or 2 euro per day. I'm saying about the euro in rupees. He will earn
mm,
50 rupees, 60 rupees per day. Whatever the devotees are coming and praying to the God. This money my father has taken and running my home. I was seeing that, and I was not happy to see my father is taking the God money or people's money who has donated to the God, and my father is
mm,
taking and feeding us. I am not happy with that life. I said my
mm,
father either to left this job, otherwise I can't stay and I can't continue in this life. So my age was is a 14-year old. I was 14-year old. I left
mm.
my home because my father was very angry to listen from me like this kind of thing. My father said, "What should I do to feed you? I have only that option." And at that time,
Mm,
India was not much developing. It was a 35, 40-year old story. So
mm,
my father says the job is not there. I'm not much educated to find out the good job to feeding you. I have to devote it to the God and temple. Whatever the earning are coming, I am feeding you. I said, I not accept your this thing. So he was beating me mercilessly. He was beating in the midnight, and asking me to sleep on the terrace. And there was a very much cold. This is January month in 1987. 1987 January month, very much cold. My father asked me, "Don't enter in the home, and if you want to sleep, go to the terrace." I go to the terrace. I thought about myself, my life, my father life. I said, I have to leave this home. I have to go away somewhere. I have to change my life, and I will change my life, and I will come back, and I will change my father life also. Like that, on this
Mm.
January 1987, I left my home alone, and without ticket, I take one bus, passenger bus, government bus, which has been dropped me 200 kilometers away without ticket. Actually, the bus conductor don't know I am sitting. He think he is a little child. Maybe his mother, father here and there and taken his ticket. Like that, he is ignoring me. So I
Mm.
take this advantage. I drop down at Dehradun, one of that very big hill station in India, almost 200 kilometers from my birth city. I was thinking that I came here 6 hours, 7 hour journey, whole night journey. What should I do? And I saw there is a one cinema hall, like multiplex movie hall, and there was one street vendor. He was making the tea. I was asking him, "Can you give me the job?" He said, "What job you do? You are very small student type, very small boy. What you do?" I said, "Whatever you say, I can do. I want a job. I am very hungry. I need a food." So he said, "Okay, you can work for me, and every month I will pay you 125 rupees. It is like a I can say $1.5 or $2 per month, per month." It was in 87. So I said, okay, because I have to say, okay, I need a food, I need to survive my life. I accept his term and start working from morning 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. I started to making the tea because honor will come on 9 a.m. morning. My duty is started the tea for that security guard on the street security guard. Early morning they need tea. So there is a 10, 15 security guard which came to that street the stall, a shop, and they're asking the tea. And morning 4 o'clock, I started to make the tea and distribute them. Then I take that teapot and some small glass to the street. The street name is Mall Road. The Mall Road street name. I saw their small security guard. I have to sell them tea, and I have collect the money from him. Almost 5 to 6 rupees. That time is very enough. 5 to 6 rupees is 10% of $1. It is in 1 hour round of 3 kilometers. In morning 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Then 5 o'clock I back. I will clean all the crockery, all glass and cup. Then start the next tea in pot. Like that my life has gone. After 4 months, I was asking him, where is my salary? Every month I am working day and night. Morning 4 o'clock I start to work, and night 12 o'clock I have to sleep just 3 to 4 hours. In this age I like to sleep more, but this is my life compromise. I am working for you from morning 4 o'clock to night 12 a.m. So kindly pay my salary. I have to save my amount. He said, you will get the salary next month. Some neighbor person said he will not pay your salary. He is misusing you type of small child, and he is giving the food, and he kick out the people like this. I said, okay. Then I know okay, where he is buy the grocery on the monthly account. I gone to that shop. I counted my salary is pending with the owner. I have I came to know almost 500 rupees is pending, and he is not paying to me last 4 months. I decided to take the 500 rupees material from that grocery shop. I taken some of the groceries, some of the pure ghee, and some of that item, house item like rice, like other kind of pulses. I put in that one bag, and I take out that. Then I took the bus. He said, where is the payment? I said, you note down in your book, in your account. The owner will pay. Don't worry. It is going to the owner. I believe in that. If you not give my hard work money, I know how I will be covered. This is my child time. This is my right to cover my hard work. I took that bag in the bus. The conductor is asking the money for ticket, bus ticket. I said, I have very nice shampoo bottle. If you want, I will give you, but I don't have money. He took two shampoo bottle and allow me to free the next city. Like that, my life has gone up to that next 3 to 4 years. Then suddenly my life was changed in 19 early, 90 early. uh, Somebody have a complaint about the road. There was a road, but it is not completed. It is a, we can say it is a village kind of road. The people are talking that they every morning they are walking on this road, and some people are fall down, and some people are having that problem in their legs and all. I wrote one letter to my government, to my state government, immediately made this road, because the morning walking time, the hundreds of people going walk in this road and they got the accident. The result of this, my letter was done after 7 or 8 days. Some government officer was came to me. They asking, this is the letter you have wrote to the government. I said yes. You are Rajat Sharma. I said yes. Your writing is very bad. I said, I am seventh standard pass. I am not well educated. Whatever my heart says, people says I wrote in this letter by pencil and pen. So this is the complaint and this is the situation. You can see this road. They see, they feel, and after 15 days, there the road work will be start from the government. So the neighbor people was appreciated me. They are giving me like this. Go done, good, Rajat. Very nice work you have done. You can write more. Then I started to writing more to the government, to the newspaper, to other news magazines. That time TV channels are not in India. No, no TV channel. Only government TV channel is there. I wrote to one newspaper every day. Then this newspaper editor was called me one day. Okay, Rajat, can you write some article for my newspaper? I said, okay. How much you will pay? Because I am alone guy. I need to work for the money. I don't want to cheat anybody. I don't want to theft anyone. I want to do hard work and earn some money. So I said, how much you will pay to me? He said, your article are really nice, but give I have to give some sharpness to you. So you will be have a 500 rupees per month. I am very happy. In 1990, 500 rupees is the value. I said, sir, I can immediately join, because that time I was working on 250 rupees per month in one electronic shop as an helper. I accept this opportunity, and 2 years I was working with them, and the third year they appoint me as a chief reporter. As a good journalist, I got the award, and my life from that helper on the tea shop to journalism to a writer. This will be changed in 87 to 91, 92. Oh, this kind of opportunity I got, and that then I met lot of leaders, lot of political leaders, because I am a journalist, I am a writer. So my relationship with the top leaders, top politician, top bureaucrat, it was very close. And very big leader was giving me the help, support. They appreciating my work, they appreciating my writing. So I become an investigative journalist
Hmm.
in up to 1995, and government of India is accredited my work. They're giving me accreditation card, which is very beneficial for any individual journalist on that time.
Of course. Then you can get in everywhere, and yeah, I know. Is absolutely fascinating. So you went from. Did you ever go back to your father? And
Yes. I was gone back to my father, but
mm,
I heard that my brother was left the education. My sister left the education because that poverty reason is that. So I again help my brother and my sister, and I back to my life as a journalist life, because my father was not changed. Even I left the home, he not feel like that anyone can. His children left the home, but he's not feeling inside that my child is away. Like that, I thought he no need. I think so, Rajat. Better your past life. You can go back to your journalism life, make your life yourself, then you will develop your brother and sister all the life better. I was on that
Mm.
time, my earning was almost 7,000 rupees per month.
Mm.
From 90 to 95, in 5 years, my hard work is like that. I got the promotion, and I was a assistant editor in the newspaper. That
Mm.
position is big position for me. I got the
Mm.
vehicle, I got the good salary, and I got good house for residence. They are taking care of myself, and lot of politicians, lot of bureaucrats, they are also helping me.
Mm. Fascinating. You really turn so you kind of like an awakening story almost. You really went from being a 14-year-old boy running away from home, from a father who beat you up, and then you totally changed your life around. Like this is and this is so important. I worked in social work for 20 something years, and exactly what you're talking about here, what you're saying is, no matter what your situation is, you can change it if you have faith and a burning desire to change it. It doesn't matter where you start. You can go from
I am I am I
T-boy
am facing
and
the poverty.
become,
Yes,
yeah,
I am facing the poverty. I don't want to see my children to face the poverty which I have seen. I have two
yeah,
daughters. I
mm,
want their life better than my life. If I
yes,
was not left in my home, then today my daughter is also on the same life.
mm,
The collecting from the temple and feeding. I don't want to see that my next generation life. So I change my life. Today I have everything. I am very much settled. I have the good car, I have good vehicles, I have good home. I have not even one home, I have three homes. Today I have good earning, self earning. I am running for NGO, I am running two companies. I am still satisfied that I am better than that life which I'm
mm,
facing in my childhood.
yeah, and yeah, this is an amazing story, truly, and what fascinates me is that through UNAccc, you take your own journey, you take in your journey,
Yeah,
and you give to others. You help heal the planet. You help to bring the Indian philosophy to the world through the SDGs, and that's smart, you know, really.
sustainable development goal, dear brother, in sustainable development goal, if there is a no poverty, na, all the goals will be done. If there is no
Mm,
poverty, we will achieve worldwide. Then there is a no clashes, no any hunger, no one in without education. The poverty I have seen, I understand the power of poverty. It is
mm,
fully powerless, every human. So no poverty should be the biggest goal, and this goal have to clear every goal. This is
mm.
my belief.
Yes, and truly agree because through when you end poverty, you can get education. Also, seeing this from someone who's worked with a lot of people, if you're hungry, your brain doesn't work.
Yeah,
It's quite simple as that. And if you're poor, you tend to buy cheap food stuff. You eat what you get, and that low quality foods also affect the connection. So it all ties together. And those who
yes,
are poor, they are held down by not being able to function properly. You can buy crap, to say it
Do you
bluntly.
know I think you notice that my English is not very well. The reason is that only the reason I was not continue my education, which I left in my age 14-year old. I was
Mm,
not able to continue my education, but I visited more than 45 countries. All
mm,
are the Western countries. I visited USA, I visited Central, South America, Brazil, Argentina, Singapore, then Europe, Amsterdam, UK, all countries. I never gone for the visitor visa. I always
mm,
gone with the delegation visa, with the business visa. I
mm.
never believe to go for the visit and all. I believe if you gone somewhere, if you are going somewhere, then you have to give and you have to take something. You have to learn and you have to take the learning. So this is my motto
Yeah,
always to visit all the country and repeatedly. My three passport is full to visit all the country. I never believe there is a problem of language. There is a problem of any kind of education. My visa is cleared in next maximum 3 to 5 days. No one stop
mm,
my visa and I like that. So I am very simple. I don't want to go for the job. I love my country. I want to earn here. This country is giving me the good life from the bad position to good position. Why I have to left this country? This is my
mm,
mother, and I believe that if you not for your mother, you never be for anymore for anyone.
mm.
I believe my country is my
Uh,
mother,
yeah,
first nation.
and that sort of,
Yes.
this is something
Thank you.
so that is so dear to me. What you're saying, because it's possible. I love Norway. I truly love Norway. I love Norwegians. I love the Norwegian culture. I love the Norwegian nature. I love everything about Norway. But I can still see the beauty of other countries and other cultures, and see that we have so much to learn from each other. I mean, I've read so many books about India, about everywhere, and I also visited quite a few countries myself, and it's so fascinating to be able to learn and to see that, okay, we do it this way in Norway, they do it this way in Brazil, for instance. Okay, this is a good idea. This is something we can integrate and we can use as well if we have an open mind, instead of saying, oh, they are what they're doing. You need to have an open mind, like you are talking about, going somewhere, not caring about the language, not focusing on the problems, not focusing on what won't happen, but focusing on this will be good. That is seems to what you're saying, and I love that. It's
If you, I like to invite you India, and I want to take you some places where you can see the lot of Russian, lot of European people, lot of
mm,
American people. They are only devotees to the Lord Krishna. They are only praying to the Lord on that hills area, hilly area, and they believe in the Hinduism because they believe in the peace. They need a peace, so they believe in the Hinduism. They are praying to Indian God. They are going to long like Himalayan areas and all. And if
mm,
you will be there, you feel very blessed, very much blessed, because the place is like that only. If you find out the Gujarat state, which is belong to the
mm,
Prime Minister of India, this
mm,
state there is a no crime, no crime.
mm,
The ladies, women can have 1 kg gold, 1 kilogram gold on their body. If she
mm,
gone midnight 2 a.m. midnight, no one can touch her. So this
mm,
kind of state has made by our Prime Minister Modi was the Chief Minister of this state, and this is
mm,
very cultured, colorful state. If you come here, I will welcome you.
mm,
The called Vadodara city. If you come here, you can see the whole night people are enjoying roaming here and there, and there is no thifting, no any kind of crime and all. So I was shifted here from my birth city 20 years before. This is almost 1,000 kilometers away from that my birth city. I shifted here.
mm,
My two baby was born on this area only in this state, and
mm,
I would like to invite you to come here and visit this place. This called Gujarat. So this is our Prime
uh,
Minister birthplace also. His
mm,
karma bhumi, I can say, working land of our Prime Minister. So you will be feel
mm.
blessed to come here and visit.
I can imagine.
This
I would
state
love to come.
This
I would love to
state
come.
is only state with highest rank in all SDG in India. There is a
Mm,
no poverty, there is no one hunger. Even in one USD, in 1 euro, you are enough for your breakfast, for your lunch, and your dinner. In 1 euro
okay.
is enough with the quality food. I say it is a
Mm,
quality food, not like a street food. It is a good
mhm,
food for you in a 1 euro. Like this,
mm,
low cost uh, low cost and peaceful life is only in Gujarat state, and I
mm.
enjoy this. Yes,
Sounds amazing. I would love to come. I've never been to India, though
most
it's
welcome,
been
most
such a
welcome.
huge inspiration. Thank you,
Yeah,
Doctor. That would be awesome. Uh, that's fascinating. It's been really good to talk with you. You shine, and when you our usual conferences, you as I said before we started, you always tend to stay back. You don't want to. You are there, but you are not in the focus. And I'm happy that it's possible that you can show who is Dr. Rajat and what was his journey,
little loud.
and was it a bit yeah. I'm really happy that you could come to this interview because I thought it was time. I always read about UNAccc. We hear about different people who are involved, and you never step forward yourself. And thought it was time to really show who are you and getting just one single hour. It's been really good because it shows. I think the people of an organization, they say a lot about the organization. So, I have my own charity and my own church and stuff. But it's so important to have the right people. One single person make such a huge difference. One person can poison an organization, or one person can lift an organization. It's
Yes, yes.
amazing how much, and that is also we talk about the power of one. One person can inspire millions, millions,
Thank,
truly.
thank.
And so, thank you, Dr. Sharma, for the work that you are doing.
People in India. When I was a journalist, when I was working as a tea stall helper boy, people are in touch from that time even, and they believe my work. They know that Rajat got lot of chance to be a billionaire millionaire when I was touch with that lot of politicians, lot of bureaucrats, but I never entered myself to any kind of scam, any kind of that. So government people, government officials, they trust on me. Even you can see the lot of top judiciary, Supreme Court justice are in my council, and few are
Mm,
not in my council, but we have the family relation. They believe one thing: Rajat never do anything wrong. He is proud for his nation. So always
mm,
with him, with the trust. That trust is always alive me with them.
yeah, and that is so
Yeah.
important to it's part of I'm of Viking descent, and that is part of what is important to us. It's also what you see in the Stoicism, that a man's word is his honor. I think that is very, very important. That if you, and also as a sort of a warrior monk, one might say, uh, you what you do, you stand by what you do. If you say something, you mean it, and you don't lie. And that sounds very much the same from coming from you, that you stand by your words. That is important.
Can you repeat in loud, little loud?
Yeah, I'm sorry if the AirPods aren't optimal. Um, what I said was, in my Viking tradition, it is said that a man's word is his law. If a man promises something, he does it and doesn't lie. And I sense very much the same coming from you. That when you, if you say that you're going to help someone, you do it. If you say that I'm gonna create this, you put your all into it. You aim say that, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fix this. And it doesn't matter how I do it, I'm gonna do it. And I think that says a lot about UNAccc as an organization when it has a chairman like you.
I am very happy today that I have a lot of, I can say hundreds of intellectual asset with me. They are my people, like you, many people. People are saying, Rajat, you can be a billionaire, trillionaire, but why you are not touching? I said today I am a big billionaire, bigger than billionaire. They said how? I said lot of millions of intellectuals are with me, and one
Mm.
intellectual is equal to 1 billion. One intellectual is equal to 1 billion. I am very happy. I have a 300 billion value, almost 100 intellectual. They are enough for me.
Yeah,
This is my word
human
always.
capital. Human
Yes, human
capital is the
capital,
best
intellectual
capital.
capital.
Mm.
Yes,
Mm. It is so important. I don't think many really see the value, and that is, I get, since I have a few followers on LinkedIn and various other places, I get hit with, you know make a million on Bitcoin or make a million on this and that all the time, and I tend to reply, I rather invest in people. I much prefer that. And they go, invest in people, what do you mean? And say that I have this amazing network of people like you, Dr. Sharma, and a lot of people from all over the world. And if I have a, if, say, for instance, a friend has an issue, you say, there's this person who can help you out. I will, let's connect. And that is truly the power of networking, intelligent
yes.
networking. And it's so important. So
And it is
important.
it is also depend how you maintain your relation with them. There
Mm,
is a, as you know very well, okay, there is a little bit gap. There is a bigger gap also. You are most intellectual. He is not much intellectual, but you have to maintain according to the person, according
mm,
to the person. So that management is very, very difficult sometimes. But I am lucky that I have to manage everyone with me, and the people are loving me. People are adjusting me. I can say adjusting me also, and they are working with me for my vision and my mission. This is the thing.
mm,
Few times there was a clash with somebody, but finally they understand. Yeah, we are PhD people. He is just seventh standard person. Why we argument? He is clean from his heart, working very hard for his vision and mission. So why not to
mm,
stand with his vision and mission? So like that, people are adjusting, managing, and together we are working, and we can say we are successfully develop our society, our social network, and all. This is
yeah.
the thing. How to be adjust, how to be managed your group.
And I think it's we had our discussions up through the time, and I think it's also important, to not always be, you can't always be, oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes, oh yes. Sometimes you
Yes.
have to clash
Correct.
in order to see
Yes.
who are you, who are you. It's
Correct.
like Lord Krishna or Shiva, they
That
are not like,
that called
okay.
butterizing. That called butterizing. Butter on bread. So I
Yes,
don't like.
exactly.
I believe the eat butter which you have capable to digest, not high volume butter which is non digestible for anyone. So I believe in that. Yes,
Yes.
correct, perfect.
Let's talk about what's planned for UNACC. See now, there's a conference coming the 27th, That's
Hello.
about. Yes, you can't hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Now
see.
hearing.
No, okay. Let's talk about what's upcoming for UNAccc. You got the conference coming on the 27th,
Yes,
which
yes.
is about. Yes, tell us about that.
This is about the emergency communication. We saw that lot of storm is coming, tsunami is coming, and lot of earthquake is coming. Somewhere that forest firing is there. So the tribal people, rural people, they don't have any communication system.
Hmm.
Through this conference, we are started to give a training about the ham radio. Ham radio is working when your mobile phone is not work, your any kind of communication which is related to wire or without wire, when communication is not work, anybody can make the ham radio and they can communicate with the government, they can communicate his society people, other people, neighbors also. In any emergency, this has to be learned by all the citizens, and we are
Hmm.
going to provide free of cost this learning by the ham radio expert. The ham radio expert is working in that India's most reliable company, Tata Research Institute. You can Google it. They are working in Tata Research Institute. They will provide each and everyone free of cost ham radio operating training. And we can also provide free of cost license. Ham radio license is there, which we have to
Hmm.
take from the government. So this kind of 1 hour learning can save many life in any kind of emergency. And due to the climate change, you know that lot of earthquake is coming, lot of emergency environment problem, lot of raining, lot of flood. So we are providing this solution to common
Hmm.
person to learn that and save your life and your society life.
And that is so important. I mean, a lot of people can see the problems of the world, but providing solutions, that is something else. It's so easy to say that there's hunger there and this and that and lots of violence and wars and blah 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 blah, and everybody can preach about all the problems, but if you can't provide a solution, what is the point? Then you're just a
Yes.
blabbermouth. Then you're just dragging people down. You have to be proactive as well. To also talk about there's this project that some proposals being sent to your prime minister. Tell us about that.
Now you are asking about ham radio?
No, no, no. I'm talking about the you. We are working on putting up the what was it called again? The
अच्छा वो लादियो
proposals we're
माइक
gonna make. The proposals we're gonna make for that's been sent to your prime minister. The proposals regarding the SDGs, climate change.
uh, our prime minister regarding the SDG.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the proposal, the oh, what's it called? Just a sec. I got it.
I need little loud voice.
Yeah. Let me see. There. Getting there. Let's go here and there. There. The life,
Yeah, life.
innovative
This
ideas to
life
fight
mission
climate
by our
change.
prime minister.
Yes. Tell us about that. I
Yeah,
think that's an amazing project.
you can see that due to our very hard work by our prime minister, he is one of the developing countries prime minister now as the fifth economy in the world. So he got the presidency of this G20. Life is the mission, is connected the common person to the divinity, to that old culture which today human is forgetting. So he was also asking, he was also want to involve the foreign. out of India people, foreigner people, to give their idea, their suggestion to how to, I can say, improve their life by the divinity or whatever the idea. He was asking the idea, and he is making us his partner organization
mm,
UNACC, to connect all entire the world and get the idea and put on his table. The department name is Niti Aayog. So
mm,
he's going to receive the idea. We also got almost 22 country chair, board member of UNACC is sending the good idea. We have forwarded to them. So he don't want his own, that I am, never. He want to take everyone with him. Entire world,
mm.
if believe, he believes the entire earth have a family, so we can go with all the family member, not alone. So he got the presidency of G20, but he want to take all the world people with him. So he's asking the
Beautiful.
idea, suggestion, and after that idea and suggestion, he will invite the people who will have the five good ideas. He will meet them and award them 5,000 USD, and also
Mm,
honor them as UN ambassador. Also honor them as Indian ambassador. He will meet him, and the idea which will be the selected by his team, the person from any country, he will feel the proud, the award, the honor he will got from our prime minister. This is a
mm.
very good chance for worldwide intellectual to send their idea, share their idea and suggestion for betterment of the life, the human life. It's not for the Indian life, for the human life on this earth.
Yeah.
So I also request
They,
everyone, kindly support this our Prime Minister Life Mission program. This will be care all the earth, not for individual country.
mm. And that is so important.
Yes.
It's okay, and that is something I don't get when I speak with, like, I meet a lot of people, and I also I met some racists and actually some neo-Nazis some time ago, and first I was really upset with them, and later on I had a talk with them. What I found, I don't understand their point of view, because you and me, we are talking here like two humans. We are two humans talking together. We are not an Indian and a Norwegian. We are two
Yes.
humans. That is what matters. We are all one family, one race. We are all together. And we
Yes.
need to see that. It's so essential that if we want to survive, if the human race should survive, we need all the good, everything. That is truly, and it seems that your prime minister has understood that the beauty of India is amazing, the beauty of Norway is amazing, Sweden is amazing, our culture are amazing. It's possible to keep all these and at the same time be humans together and to cherish that beauty. It's like before I became a monk. I haven't always been a monk. I was married for 25 years, but when I saw a woman, I could see the beauty of the African, the way they moved. I could see the grace of the Indian. I could see the more cool beauty of the Norwegian. You know, it's not as if you have to say this is it. And I think it's necessary for us
How about
to.
his popularity in Europe, in your country,
Oh yes,
Modi?
when I was very young, I was like 4 years old or something. I had an Indian friend, so I grew up. His mother, she used to make traditional Indian food for us. So I grew
Wow.
up with
Wonderful.
lots of curry and really spicy stuff that truly lifted me. So yes,
When you
and
come
also,
India, I will my home. I will just introduce you. This is my home, and
huh?
this is my wife. She's going
Ah,
inside.
hi,
Yes, yes. And this is all.
namaste.
This my award. All the awards.
Beautiful.
Everywhere you can find out
Ganesha, and there's a
a
Ganesha
lot
on your
of
wall there.
a lot of awards.
Hmm, amazing. Beautiful. I look forward to meeting you in person, Rajat.
Oh,
This
this
has
is
been a
nice
great.
talking with you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Wonderful talking with you. And we will talk continually next time very soon.
Yes, we will. Namaste.
Yes. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.